Hey guys, welcome to Reddit Brew Shorts. Today, I will be reading in the r/JUSTNOMIL subreddit, so let's jump into it. Our explosive move out of their house, the day she told me what she thought of me. We lived with my SO's parents for 3 godforsaken and difficult years. In that time, I did my best to give them space, never touched her kitchen or laundry, and never inserted myself into their lives. The whole time, I was polite and cooperative, even when it wasn't right and I was being put down and insulted. We always paid our rent on time, and on the surface, it seemed like no problem. Thing is, she didn't want her 33-year-old boy moving out on his own and had basically planned his life for him. You will buy the next door house when it's time, etc, etc. I have never dealt with a situation like this before, so I was confused when she started going on and on about his exes and that they were all stupid and jealous. Then she wanted to know if I was jealous, and I found it very odd. Like, why is his mom so obsessed with jealousy? If me and SO dared to do anything together, like go for a meal, she and his father would pout like little kids, and they'd give him shit for it. In the first months, she said in front of my face that she doesn't expect us to be together very long. If I tried to cook, she'd be there hovering over me and telling me I'm doing it wrong because it isn't her way. I stopped trying pretty early on after his father spat out some of a dish I made because vegetables were bad. It was so rude. She wouldn't even let me do my own laundry, and for some reason my stuff always smelled like musty granddad perfume. Then I found out she would wash my work clothes with her husband's fucking boxers. She made it very clear that she was the queen of the house, and it was only her duty to cook, clean, and do laundry. I left her to it. There is so much more she's said and done that ebbed away at my confidence. At one point, I thought I was going mad, and at another, I felt like I was losing myself. I went into their home thinking they must be lovely people because my SO is so lovely. I thought we'd get along great, and went in with an open heart and arms. But I was naive, and it turned out to be a massive mistake on my part. All the jabs and stabs ate away at me internally, and I was a mess. I couldn't understand why she was so stabby and vicious toward me. Whatever I told her in confidentiality was spread around the whole neighborhood, and eventually I just stopped telling her anything. Later on, she would try to cause arguments between me and my SO, and would sit with us in a bad mood, hoping to cause a stink somehow. Once, she tried to accuse me of stealing money from my SO's bank cards, as if I was just some skank out for his money. She would ignore me on purpose, as if I didn't exist, and it was just awful. They knew we were moving out many months prior, but the builders were almost a month late, so we put up with their drama further. They would wait until I'd left the room to ask SO about our place, as if he was the only one paying for everything. We do everything half-half. They knew that. His mother started forcing a cough because we were moving soon and was making a pathetic attempt at guilt tripping. It was so forced, she'd forget to do it, which was hilarious. On the evening of the apocalypse, she was doing her ignoring thing again, and I was sat there feeling awkward as usual. We were waiting for the water to be switched on in our new home, and pretty much all of my possessions were there. We were pretty sad that we couldn't move out as planned, but we carried on. Her brother hasn't spoken to her for 10 years, and she doesn't know why, and likes to cry about it. He invited us to his anniversary party, and them too. They refused to go. The dates came up, and she started again with her sob story, and I'd had enough. I told her she needs to go down the road, knock on the door, and talk to him. Cue the nuclear explosion.
How dare you say something like that? It's got nothing to do with you. You are not part of this family. I am his mother. You better watch how you talk to me, and I'll say what I want to. You want him to pay for everything. You're just here for his money. I am not one of your friends. I am an authority over you.
I lost my shit. After 3 years, you would have thought there would be a little bit of togetherness, especially as 2 women. I also have a well-paying job, so it's easy for me and SO to go halves on stuff. Yet basically this little old woman who has never seen past her garden fence and played housewife for years wants me to take a knee to her and call her queen? I have never in my life come across another woman like that. I'm her son's girlfriend, not her subject. Then it was all clear. This woman had been systematically, purposely trying to crush me as a person the whole goddamn time. This calculated, manipulative old bitch was trying to break us up so she could play mommy again. I cursed her out all the names under the sun. Then his dad got involved and said the words he said about my SO's exes. Just dump her. There are much better women out there. I thought we got on well, but this cow of a woman had been smearing my name since day one. I was hurt by that. So I packed a bag and called a good colleague to take me out of there. The bitch tried to physically restrain me, to which I later decided was so that I might get on my hands and knees and grovel for forgiveness the next day. I had bruised ribs from where she had shoved me into a door handle, and then his dad shoved me because she screamed I was attacking her. I told him to get his wife under control and to get the fuck out of my way. Her last words were, "Don't you dare speak badly about us." I had work the next day, but that was not happening now. It was a Sunday at 9:30 p.m. My colleague, bless her heart, let me stay the night at hers, much to my SO's dismay. He was so upset that I'd left like that. We decided to get in a bed and breakfast the next day until the water was put on at the apartment. I emptied the house of my things and spoke no word to them. We found a bed and breakfast and I could go to work the next day. I informed my boss about what had happened and he was very understanding. SO was a saint through it and stood by me the best he could. When it was time for him to get the rest of our stuff, I waited outside to load the car. That bitch had the audacity to come outside all teary and sad to see my SO off. I rolled my eyes, got in my car, and left her standing there. I cannot pursue a healthy relationship with someone who does not see me as an equal or respect me even a little. She tried to break me. I have never encountered such spite before and will not entertain it. She has no place in my life. She's batshit crazy. We are no contact now, and me and SO are happy and peaceful. She gets upset that he doesn't visit much anymore, but she got what she wanted. She got rid of me. She forgot to consider her son's wants and needs in the situation, and was aghast when he packed a bag to accompany me to the bed and breakfast. She didn't think she would be the one having to eat that messy-ass cake she made. I don't think a lot of people do. I love when these mother-in-law stories play out this way. As we've seen in many of these other stories, a lot of the time the sons of these mothers get completely brainwashed and stay with mommy dearest no matter what. So it's so nice to see when the sons of these overbearing mothers actually turn out well and actually have a mind and brain of their own. I really hope OP and her husband stay no contact and have a wonderful, beautiful, mother-in-law free life together. But anyways, that is all from me today. I hope you enjoyed that JUSTNOMIL story. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. I truly appreciate when you do, and I will see you in the next Reddit story. Bye!